All right, everyone, welcome back. We are going to take a quick look at Solana here. So I would say this is a very important update if you are invested in Solana or you're looking to invest, because you can see we did from the high to the low on this larger fib here. We did break over the 200-day EMA, the 382 at 30.90 here. We did have a red box on the chart, but I took that off because we did get through it. But ultimately, what I want to share with you guys is that all we have to do is adjust our wedge pattern here, and you can see that we are still in this rising wedge pattern by just simply moving that, even though we did break over the 382 here. So I would be very cautious at investing in Solana right now. We were discussing on the last update. Let's go back down here to where we can see a little better in this wedge pattern. You can see that from the last update, we were discussing that this thing's probably coming back down here to the bottom of the wedge, which also with this one here, depending on where it goes, we can adjust it to the wicks, we can adjust it to the candles, wherever we want to put it at. But you can see here, if we move it here to these wicks and we simply draw another fib on the most recent low here to the high, and from that low to that high here over that 200, you may think it's breaking out here, but there is a potential off of that top of that wedge bearish pattern here that you get a 0.5, 382, 618 retracement wherever it's going to be. But if it's going to continue in this wedge pattern, there is a chance that you're going to get your 618, possibly a 786 retracement. And you can see that as a 36% move down to that $23 range. And then it comes back down here to the bottom of the wedge at that 786 at 20. Then we have that 40% drop that is still in play, in my opinion here. So Solana is not bullish right now, even though it appears to be, in my opinion. Remember, this is the 3-day chart, 3-day candles here. So ultimately, unless it breaks out of the top of this wedge, I would say if it goes any higher than it is now, because you can see if we adjust this and if we move it any higher, you're going to lose all these touches back here, which could indicate that, you're not in a wedge pattern, but you're in a huge bear flag here, which could be the case, if we have to adjust this even more, which is still in itself bearish. So it doesn't look good to me for Solana right now. If it breaks out, it breaks out. It goes to the moon, it goes to the moon, so be it. I'm just simply trying to point out what the chart here is telling me. And I'm looking for a retracement here from where it is now to one of these levels. So I would watch these price levels here. If it is going to stay in the wedge pattern here and be bearish, which off of this move down into this wedge is bearish. So they don't always have to break to the downside. It could break to the upside and go to the moon, like I said. But you could potentially do something like this, 382 retracement, where you just come back down in this wedge pattern all the way back down to the bottom at some point. Or it could come straight down to it. We do not know, but just want you guys to be aware of that. Don't chase the green candles. That is not financial advice. But until we break over this pattern here, I would just kind of wait and see and watch the support and watch the resistance levels here. If you are going to break out and go any higher than you are right now, of course, your first and next resistance is going to be the 0.5 at 46.75 for almost a 27% move. And then we have the 618 here at 70 for a 93% move. So I would just watch it right now, see if it goes any higher than this high that it has now, because like I said, we can always adjust this. We could potentially even put it all the way up here to the 0.5. You can see here and kind of adjust this here, and you would still be in this large bear flag pattern here. And Solana could potentially come up to that 0.5 and then come all the way back down here. So I would just kind of watch it. We may get a nice little pump, a spike here. But like I said, if that rising wedge rather is going to play out, then you're at the top of it once again, and you could be in store for a pretty deep retracement here on Solana. So we'll leave it at that on Solana, not financial advice. Hopefully that helped. Good luck, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.